It seems like there's been an unending supply of new 3x3s lately, yet none have really grabbed people's attention as spectacular in quite a while. Has the WeiLong GTS ended this trend? The WeiLong GTS is a 56mm cube that looks like any other Moyu 3x3, apart from the slightly different shade of orange in the Florian cuts, which personally I think look really nice. Instead of beginning with turning, I want to first briefly touch on the corner cutting of this cube because it's pretty spectacular. The GTS can easily cut past 45 degrees without much effort at all. In fact, it seems that cutting past 45 takes the same amount of effort, virtually none, as small corner cuts do. Reverse corner cutting is slightly less impressive but sufficient nonetheless. Small reverse corner cuts take no effort at all, and when you get up to around a piece, it's still quite easy to cut through, but the cube does have a slight snapping sound at this point. Many cubes we've seen in the past have sacrificed stability for excellent corner cutting, but the WeiLong GTS seems to be the exception. While it isn't as stable as something like a Tanglong, stability certainly hasn't been an issue when solving on this cube, at least after lubrication. Speaking of lubrication, out of the box this cube was crazy fast, so I had to slow it down quite a bit. So after lubricating the core as I always do, I applied a decent amount of weight 3 in Traxxas as well as a few drops of weight 5 to the pieces. This resulted in some of the nicest turning I've ever felt on a cube. It fully combines the crispiness of a cube like the Yulong or Qilong with the smooth, bumpy turning of the GANS 356 version 2. Oh, and one other thing, it's really loud. That won't make a difference most of the time, but just keep that in mind if you're planning on using this as a cube to bring around all the time with you. I've gotten really bored of talking about mechanisms in reviews, but this time I will because it's a really cool looking design. The edges are fairly simple but have a small stubby torpedo that so far hasn't allowed a single pop on my tensions. The corners have sets of tracks all over them, even in places I wouldn't think would make a difference. This probably reduces friction and contributes to the speed of the cube. The centers are also pretty cool and feature a lip that we haven't seen on a cube in quite a while. So in case you didn't realize it yet, this cube is really good. Like every cube nowadays, it's really just a combination of cubes we've seen in the past, but even so, Moyu definitely got something right with this one. So if you've got $17, I would absolutely recommend clicking on the link to thecubicle.us below and buying this cube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!